The first game of the day, Fantic versus mousesports. It will be mousesports on the CT side and Fantic on the T side. 5 sets of armor, a couple of decoys there as well. Suggests something quite simple. Stick together. Most teams like to edge towards long, but it looks like maybe some sort of B split about to be coming in.
Yeah, Crimson Disco going to be going to evaluate long A, which does have a fast stack, a 3-man presence from mousesports. Not uncommon that you'll see a fast rush there, so fast defense to consider it. Nico will slowly back off, cover Cat, CT respectively. And I like what Duncan says about they are a different team on Dust 2. They mentioned Nico, who's going to be the second player. Well, Chris J very much loves to play the A side with the AWP.
Yes.
Which we know is very powerful. Quick decoy out mid. They wanted to go, but didn't.
We've talked about Fantic and the AWPs as well. Can be an interesting topic, especially on Dust 2. The role's not really defined in terms of who's the main AWP, but that's defining. Nico takes the first shot, and what a scalp to take on the pistol round. Dennis goes down to open things up.
Check behind the door and then sit back through the slightest gap. Nico shows he's ready. He's fired 1 bullet in this game. He's got 1 kill.
That's the best player you could take down in a pistol round. Doesn't get much better.
It's true. Got a little bit of presence on Cat. Olaf wants to redress this. He wants to try and get Nico back if he can. He's the only one watching CT. This will force Dennis. Remember, there's 2 Dennises in this tournament. Dennis mousesports this time, but Nico, what is going on? He's got 3 headshots now. Shuts them down entirely. I was going to say the whole point of Olaf going back out middle is if they could take back CT, they could wrap to B quickly with 2 players still out toward long.
Disco's just out of that battle. He said, I'm not going to challenge Nico again. He's hitting absolutely everything right now. 3 headshots so far, 5 on 2. They're just going to try and walk in towards B. The problem is Speedy, back platform, great position for this spot, and he has the incendiary. They're going to have to push through this. It's going to fall apart for Fantic surely, but Disco does find a shot.
He does, but there's Nico again. He's got 4 in this pistol. Twist is sitting Speedy. He robs him of it before he can walk around the corner, but it doesn't matter in a major. Never mind the ace, get the win, and that's exactly what they do in the pistol.
This is why Dust 2 delivers. It's a high-impact, high-fragging map, and Nico displays an amazing amount of skill there. Let's look how crisp his headshots are. We normally talk about Dennis and his silent USP, but Nico certainly no slouch of it either. He comes in to retake the B site. The incendiary's been dropped. That is disgusting.
Look how close he is to getting in position too, and Speedy's like, no, I want one.
Wow, well, that was very impressive indeed. So Nico, of course, he'll be able to get the rifle out. They have got mainly SMGs, though, and it's going to be a force buy from Fantic overall. Disco Doppler the scout, unable to do any early damage here, but Chris J, renowned as one of the absolute best scout players in the game, so he's going to be dangerous in this round as well. Look out for him. Nothing really given away so far, but the terrorists going to be holding up in a default, mainly focusing towards long by the looks of things. Maybe a retake coming in as Olaf shows some presence towards mid.
And they throw a quick Molotov out from Lowell, and Nico's throwing the box smoke that you throw from quick boost position and pushes Cat. So they smoke out long. He gets position on Cat, and doing so he's able to support and play a whole different position with that rifle. He finds his 5th kill. Good position from Dennis as well. Will shut down Olaf. Nico bought fully into this, so if this force buy had have won, it would have been massive win for Fantic and costly for mousesports, but Nico shuts it down. Fast play again on Catwalk.
That was 5 people force buying as well for Fantic. They don't get a single kill. mousesports running away with it. The scout very effective. Gritche Monroe got all the kills, but he got like 3 tags in there. Made them very squishy for his teammates to actually take them down. Nico pushing on shore, looking very confident. That is 1 player on the server. You don't want to let him get in his zone. And he's looking very crisp right now. 7 kills, Matt. 0 deaths. That's when you get super confident. You just feel godlike and you get the... You want to take these duels. You want to be basing them and taking them down every single time. Of course, a full eco now for Fantic. Objective, get the bomb down. Haven't managed to do that yet. Haven't really had the chance to even get to a bomb site. Killed before they even get to any sort of the choke points there. So Glocks, P250s, no nades. It looks like they're just going to run out mid doors, hope to get a refrag, but 2 players waiting for them on the other side.
Nico again. He's already up on the corner. He's going to have the call from Dennis. They're trying to push out mid. Dennis with 3. Has Nico sneaking up, and they're through the door. They'll finally get him, but the timing is there. They might not even need him because Speedy comes down from B. And they shut them down again once more. Inside a mid, bomb not planted for the 3rd time, and you're right, Fnatic's not gotten close enough to even plant one.
That's not the end of the world for mousesports. If you lose a couple of kills, but they got upgrade to rifles. They would have potentially kept their SMGs and maybe the Scout as well. Now they're going to be upgrading. Presumably we're going to get to see the AWP. I think the Scout has been redeemed, you know, so that's on the floor, but it's not going to be used. So Chris J has bought the AWP there. So up against
Chris
5
does
AKs.
like to stick with the Scout.
That's what I was expecting, considering they picked it up. I thought he was going to do that. But I guess it's the major. You want to make sure every single round counts. Don't take any risk at this point. And you're going to see 5 AKs for Fantic. Not the best buy, though. You can see they haven't got the Molotov to work with. Didn't get the bomb down once in those first 3 rounds, or really any kills to speak of whatsoever. So that is a bit of a problem. So yes, they have the rifles and the head armor, but in terms of actual execution potential, it's a little bit weaker. So the smoke goes down towards Xbox, and they'll be going for some short presence here.
Another odd weapon, though. They do finally get on the Catwalk. Quick check inside the smoke. Is that Flusha for a while was using the UMP in gun rounds in a bizarre fashion. Chris trying to Kenny S-style shot, back wall, different angle, drop down and get away. And Nico used to like to carry that SMG quite frequently as well.
He's great with it. It's scary how some players are so good with that SMG, can actually use it like a rifle and just tap away with it. Godly sometimes.
Well, they've got cat presence finally. Do Fantic. I would expect an isolation smoke. Chris J with his AWP, not playing on the ramp this time. It's toward Carr. Double smoke out. Further they get, but that's just into crosshairs of Chris J as he covers off the quad. It's Olaf that wants to get around. Bomb dropped on the behind the barrels.
Wow.
And Chris with the dynamic rotation finds Twist as well. And long. Nico comes back into the fold. Rotations are perfect from mouz Sports. And a complete obliteration as all 5 stay alive.
If we can, I want to see that kill from Chris's POV. I want to see, was that actually a jump shot from the blue bin there? It looked like he was jumping up. Maybe he's got the vision and did the quick peek. But let's see how he got these kills here. Chris J, obviously the main AWPer now since Oscar departed from the team. And this is the shot I wanted to see.
It was Lowell behind that jumped.
Right,
so
okay.
Chris walks out in front. It did look that way. You're dead right,
Yeah.
but...
So 5 players alive once again for mouz Sports. Fantic, no one's really had a frag yet. I think we've got 3 frags total after 4 rounds. There we go. That's kind of interesting. No one really turning up at all. And this is a force buy by the looks of things coming in for Fantic. We have got Dennis and all of Mice on the AKs. No, not all 5 players committing, of course. 3 of them have got Deagles. It's an interesting tactic. If they win this round, they're in a fantastic position. It's a bit of a scary moment for them.
Crazy thing about that last round and not getting any kills either is that it was the first gun, so you'd expect skills to come in, and they had cat presence with 2 smokes out for execution and still got completely shut down.
Yeah, they really haven't arrived whatsoever. But remember, Matt, yesterday we saw this. They went down into a difficult position, but they brought themselves straight back into it on Cobble. So does do a bit of a different beast. It comes down to raw individual skill most of the time. We haven't really seen that for Fantic at all yet. A couple of AKs though. Dennis and Olaf Meister, the guys described on the desk. These 2 can be potentially some of the best fraggers in the game, but can they deliver in such an important round?
Shot from Chris, takes down Twist. An old Fantic, classic Fantic, dominant Fantic roster. Used to see them in these situations all the time. You think back to Katowice in the best of 5 finals against Luminosity, and they were down 3-12 in 2 separate instances and used to be able to bring it back. You never used to rule them out. I'm not sure they still have that much poise, but try and get toward B. Walking in though, it's an alley, a tight position. Olaf's got 1. Dennis, smart trigger discipline. Oh, just wait, let them go. He's trying to find more than what he's found already. Spots another one in closet. He's got 3 lined up. There's the headshots, and Dennis, oh, shut down by Disco, but Nico's on the case as he made all the call, all the information, pulls them over. Now it does give up the bomb plant, but it's only 22 HP for Olaf, and Chris is there. That is a beautiful play from Dennis.
I was scared for Dennis there for a second, you know, like sometimes they look super intelligent, but when they get a bit too deep and they spread out so thinly across the bomb site like that, you could see he was worrying a little bit about it. He gets the 2 kills required and actually takes the bomb planter down as well, so that's absolutely fine. Could have gone a little bit wrong considering he was low HP, but he did a great job there. Kept calm. This is the play right now. Just when he sees he has to take that kill. He's not sure what the Dennis spotted in there, but he gets the kills required, and the force buy doesn't work out for Fantic, but they do get the bomb down. So they do manage to get 4 rifles out and an AWP for the first time. Like I said before, Fantic are an interesting team overall. They don't really have a dedicated AWP. I guess if you're going to put it on anyone, it's Twist, but they do mix it around. Not even per map, it's per game. It seems to change up every single time, which is great to have different players who can feel confident in different roles, but for me, consistency is a little bit of an issue.
I'd even go further than say per game. I'd say per round.
Yeah, right.
Yesterday we saw 4 different people in a double op setup.
Yeah.
On Cobble.
Yep, that's absolutely true, and that's why they were struggling so much on that CT side.
So Nico again wants to play more aggressively on Catwalk, and interestingly enough, this is not something we normally see. We talk about changing meta over toward the A side. Nice shot from Olaf. No one's out toward long. Lowell and Chris J were both behind him to support so they could hold Catwalk no matter what. Knowing Fantic likes to use it for execution, they give up long, but they stay together for a retake. It's actually an interesting thought.
Well, for the first time, we have got an advantage here for Fantic. It was Nico pushing off towards short. Like I said, he's got in that zone. He's looking confident, wants to take these duels at the start. The adjustments coming in from mouz Sports, not going to be pushing aggressively, apart from Christo, who looks to be trying to hunt for a frag here. Has an inkling that Olaf Mice is waiting for him, but he gets the drop, and it's going to be a 5-on-3. Loud now.
And he misses the shot, too. This is Olaf he's against. Lovely headshot to return it. But all of them playing very different positions. Get caught off. Molotov won't slow much because they'll be able to smoke off the cross. They can go wide around that. Bit of a gap in the smoke, so Disco's going to throw yet another. Make sure there's nothing lost in this